The bracelet still smelled faintly of her perfume, jasmine, soft and sweet, like the kind of lie that slips between smiles. I remember holding it in my hand the night before, running my thumb over the silver links, thinking how it shimmered like something meant to be remembered. I'd spent weeks finding the right one, not too flashy, not too plain, something that would whisper, "I see you, I still love you," even when she barely looked my way anymore. She hadn't thanked me, not even a glance. It sat unopened on the coffee table for 2 days, like an accusation neither of us wanted to touch. When she finally picked it up, it was only to move it out of her way like clutter. I told myself she was tired, that work was draining her, that maybe my timing was bad. But when someone you love doesn't even pretend to care, the silence feels radioactive. That night, she said she was going to her sister's, girls' night, she called it, her tone light, her eyes already somewhere else. I kissed her cheek and tasted nothing. The next morning, she didn't come home. She texted at noon, stayed over. Don't wait up tonight either. 2 sentences. No punctuation. No heart. I should have called. Should have demanded an answer, but I didn't. I wanted to be the calm husband, the trusting one, the kind she wouldn't have to hide from. But the thing about pretending everything's fine is that it festers. And by the 3rd day, it had turned into something ugly enough to push me into my car and drive to her sister's house. Sophie opened the door, hair still damp, robe tied loosely around her waist. She looked startled to see me. "Oh, hey, Daniel. Leah's not here," she said, pulling the robe tighter. I forced a smile. I figured. I just wanted to drop something off. She hesitated before letting me in. The air smelled like coffee and lavender candles, her scent, not Leah's. The two of them were opposites in everything. Leah, calculated elegance. Sophie, messy warmth. On the counter sat a half-eaten slice of chocolate cake and a single silver bracelet, my bracelet. The one Leah hadn't cared enough to even unwrap. For a second, I thought my mind was playing tricks on me. But then I saw the small engraving on the clasp, to L. Always. Sophie followed my gaze. "Oh, Leah didn't want it, so she said I could have it." She said it quickly, too quickly, like someone throwing words in front of a fire. My throat went dry. "She gave it to you?" "She didn't mean anything by it, Daniel," Sophie said softly. "You know how she is. She's..." I cut her off. "She didn't want the gift I gave her, but she made sure you wore it?" Sophie's eyes softened, pity, guilt, something worse. "It's not like that." But the tremor in her voice told me it was. The next week I tried to be normal. Tried to believe Sophie. Tried to believe anything that didn't end with betrayal. Leah was colder than ever. Polite. Distant, unreachable. We used to stay up late laughing about nothing. Now, she slept with her back to me. Her phone always face down on the nightstand. Every sound became a clue. Every text she smiled at, a knife. Then came her birthday. I didn't plan a big dinner, just a quiet evening. I bought her flowers, cooked her favorite pasta. Even played the song that used to make her cry. She thanked me, the word flat, mechanical. When I handed her a new gift, a simple gold necklace, she unwrapped it without emotion. Set it aside again. No smile. No warmth. Nothing. I waited for her to say something. She didn't. So I said it for her. "You could at least pretend." She looked up, startled. "Pretend what?" "That you still care. That this means something." She blinked, lips parting, then closing again. "You're reading too much into things, Daniel. I'm just tired. Tired. Always tired." That night, she left early, saying she needed to check on Sophie. She'd been feeling down. I said nothing, just nodded. But the second the door closed, I felt the pull of something dark and inevitable. I followed her. Sophie's house sat at the edge of town, lights glowing warm against the rain. I parked a few houses away, the steering wheel slick in my grip. My heart beat so loud it drowned out the rain. She didn't knock when she arrived. She used a key. I waited. 10 minutes. 20. The light in the living room flicked off. Another came on upstairs. And then I saw them. Through the half-drawn curtain. Leah. Sophie. Their silhouettes moved close, too close. Sophie's hand touched her face, brushed her hair back. Leah leaned in, and the space between them dissolved. The kind of closeness that used to be mine. The world blurred for a moment. The rain turned into static against the windshield. My chest hollowed out. the air leaving in a broken sound that barely escaped my throat. It wasn't anger that came first. It was disbelief, pure childlike denial. This isn't real. They wouldn't. But the longer I watched, the more undeniable it became. The way Leah's body curved toward Sophie's, the way Sophie's fingers trembled against her skin. Tender. Familiar. Intimate. I started laughing softly at first, then harder until it cracked something inside me. Because what else could I do? When Leah came home the next morning, she found the gold necklace neatly placed on her pillow. Next to it lay a small velvet box. Inside was the bracelet, the same one I'd taken from Sophie's counter. She froze when she saw it, eyes wide, color draining from her face. "Where did you get that?" she whispered. I didn't answer, just watched her realize what it meant. Her voice broke. "Daniel, please." But I cut her off, calm now, colder than she'd ever seen me. "Funny, isn't it? You ignored it when I gave it to you. But now that she's worn it, you finally care." Tears welled in her eyes. It wasn't supposed to happen like that. I smiled, a small broken thing. Betrayal never is. For a long moment we just stood there, the silence thick enough to choke on. Then I walked past her, out the door, into the rain that had started again, soft, steady, like the world was trying to wash something clean that never would be. I didn't look back. Not at the house. Not at her. Because some things once seen can't be unseen. And some gifts, no matter how beautiful, were never meant to be kept.